and just wanted to say what's up. My name is Chris, if you still don't know me, aka Thrift BCQ. Good to be here. Good to be talking again. I've been so quiet this past week, so I really wanted to get my voice back going again. I need to practice talking again. It's been tough. Thanks so much for all your support from everyone wishing me to get better. It's been helping a lot. I feel like I've been getting better. Um, if you don't know, I had pneumonia this whole weekend, and I didn't even talk because I was busy coughing up a lung. It was crazy. But I'm just going to just finish my video because uh, I really need to get this one done here. I'm almost done. I'm like halfway done it. My video. I'm gonna put it over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Where is my camera? There it is. Okay. So I just wanted to quickly give you a little spiel of my 200 subscriber announcement because really I don't know when I'm going to be able to record that again. So I just decided to try to do a live stream about it because honestly, it's I've been pretty busy just trying to find the time to do that stuff, and I just want to be able to provide you with uh, the information as quickly as possible. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I am editing my video right now. You can see here. It's almost there. I'm in 7 minutes already on the video. I don't know if you can actually hear the audio from it or not. So I'm basically I always like to start from the beginning and the end so you can see exactly how I go through my process. But yeah, I think I'm thinking of doing this a bit more often because I usually do a lot of my editing at my work, but I want to try doing some editing, maybe trying to do a live stream of it just so that you can see exactly how it's done. But I wanted to show you exactly what I'm what I'm doing right now with my next video. I don't know if it's probably gonna be so like you can see that it's super laggy. So I probably shouldn't be playing it right now, but it's really me. It's me showing my how I do a listing on eBay. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I list things because specifically in Canada, it's really different how I mean doing a listing on eBay.com because I've done both. Just because I do sell on both platforms on ebay.com and ebay.ca. And I find it a lot easier, especially with the shipping and the way you do that part of it, because I can literally just put a flat rate and I don't have to worry about putting the dimensions because I know how much the shipping is going to be. But on like in the eb.ca site, you got to really put in that information. You got to get the dimensions. You got to make sure you select the right shipping because there's so many different ones and it's hard to choose because they're already expensive as heck. And but uh, other than that, though, let's not beat around the bush. Though first, I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do the editing part later. I'm gonna announce the 200 subscriber giveaway. So I'm gonna try to do it next Thursday, and let me see if what date that is specifically, because I'm horrible with dates. So it's gonna be October 3rd is going to be my live stream. I'm only going to hold it for maybe around half an hour to an hour. There's going to be two giveaways in that one. I'm not going to say what it is because, I mean, it's nothing big or anything, but just want you to be there. So the whole thing of this specific giveaway is going to consist of uh, you being there. So in order for you to win the prizes, you have to be at the live stream. I'm going to give you a couple questions. Whoever gets it right first will win the prize. That's pretty much it. So again, this is something where I'm so grateful for you guys doing that, like supporting me and just being allowing me to do what I do, which is uh, document this journey and be able to share it with you, as well as provide any type of like advice or any type of entertainment. Because honestly, I'm just so grateful for any one of you watching, whether it's one person or if it's 10 people or 20 people. I'm just so thankful, honestly. I'm so grateful because I really never thought a platform like this would want to be able to or want to listen to someone like me because uh, I can be boring as heck, especially with my voice right now. I guarantee you, once my voice is at 100%, I will be at this so much because you have no idea how hard I want this to work, and I really don't want to stop. I love doing it. It's the most fun thing I've ever done ever. Um, like I love recording. I love creating content. I love editing it. It's so fun. Like I'm so passionate about it, and just trying to provide the best content I can in terms of editing, in terms of like information I can provide to you. It's just something that I really want to keep doing and want to keep striving to get better at. I love just wanting to do reselling too because even though it is something that's new to me, it's something that it's been helping me at the same time make money, but also enjoy doing too because I love doing it. So I appreciate all your help. Hey Chris, how's it going? Thanks so much for stopping by. I just wanted to just give a big shout out to everyone because I honestly didn't have time to record this at another time. So it's going to be during the day, my 200 subscriber giveaway. It's probably going to be at around between 11 and 1 o'clock, probably, or 11 and 3, or sorry, 11 and 1:30, because I think I have a dentist appointment. So um, it'll be between that time just because I think I'm off that day. So it's a tentative date. As long as I can confirm it tomorrow, then I'll post something on my Instagram to let you know that that's the official date. But there is so much going on in store for the next week and October coming up. I already have a couple of things lined up and stuff in the pipeline already. Um, I think next Monday I'm actually going to be interviewed by someone. I think it's tentative right now, but I think it's going to be for sure. So I'll announce that on my Instagram as well. And then I think starting next week, I'm going to announce my other uh, things that are going on as well. So I'm excited because it's going to help me grow my channel and hopefully get to where I want to be. I mean, obviously, it'd be great to get that 1,000, but I mean, I'm not even close yet. But I'm striving. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep creating content for you guys, and hopefully, you'll enjoy it. Let me just take a drink real quick. That's good. I needed that. Anyways, um, yeah. So it's something where I never really thought I'd be doing this, to be honest. But um, just watching everyone, like all my YouTube channels that I watch, even if it's like reselling or even fishing or video games or wrestling, like it just, I love being able to, like, I guess, learn from everyone just a little bit of how they do things, how they, how they provide the best content they can, and it's great. Like YouTube has been a great platform for people to learn things, whether it is reselling and just learning things in life. I'd say it can really actually teach you things where you never thought you would understand about yourself, and yeah, I love it. I love you guys. So other than that, I'm going to just say thank you again for all your support. Again, not this Thursday, not tomorrow, but the next Thursday, I'm going to be making my 200 subscriber giveaway, and hopefully you guys will be there. I know it's during a work day, but hopefully you can just stop by quickly to say hi, and that'd be awesome. Uh, but I'll make an announcement again, probably in the next day or so, just to confirm. Also, I will also send out my next video. I'm going to release this video probably either tomorrow or Friday, the latest. The one I'm working on here on this side. There you go. That you can see over here. So I will get that out as soon as possible. Um, I haven't done a thrift in a while. Excuse me. So I might do that sometime soon. Maybe on the Thursday morning, since that I am off. So hopefully I can get something, check a Value Village real quick to see how it is. And yeah, again, 200 subscriber giveaway Thursday. Tentative between 11 and 1:30. So hopefully it will be there at that time. And oh, someone else came in. Oh, it's married. Thanks so much, Hi Therapies. Congratulations on sub milestone. Great news for you. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. It's great seeing you there. Uh, I always see you in all these chats, so it's cool seeing you here in mine. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, I'm just saying how grateful I am, because it's honestly it's so nice of you guys to support me and my channel too, and just help the reseller community, so I can bring as much knowledge as I know. Uh, Invite me, send me in, and we can chat and live and send me a link. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Smash that like button. Absolutely. Thanks so much. Okay, so I guess this is an impromptu. Let me send it to you. Give me 1 second, okay? Where can I get that link here? Oh, there. Okay, invite. All right, Chris, I'm going to put the link in the chat actually. It's right there. So feel free to jump in and say what's up, and we can chat for sure. Should be fairly easy, I think. I don't think you need to sign up. I'm not too sure if it's something where you're required to sign up right away, or if you have to do it. I'm not too sure. But I've been listing though. I actually just listed these two. I finally got to listing these two. These have been in my death pile. My Guitar Hero guitars. I just tested them, and they work like a champ. I'm gonna clean them off a bit though, before I start taking a picture of one of them. I've listed one of them already, but I gotta list the other one. But I'm gonna clean that one first. They still go for pretty good money. Let's see here. I was actually on a live stream earlier with Jeff from Flip and Profit. That was pretty cool because we got to talk about just about regular stuff like well we talked about reselling too, but we talked about a little bit Jordans and wrestling and video games. So that was pretty cool. And then with Ray as well from Nashville Flippers, that was pretty fun. Chris, were you able to get the link there? I just sent it over into the chat. I'm actually pretty interested on your take about the whole CEO of eBay resigning. That was pretty interesting to hear. Maybe he's doing two things and hasn't. Maybe I don't know. But either way, it's all good. Oh, I think he's there. Okay, let's see if I can add Chris now. Either way, it's all good. Hey, Chris.
Bring me in, brother.
Okay, let's see if I can add Chris now. How's it going? Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, my friend?
Not much. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Hey, I was sitting here doing some eBay, packaging some product. Yeah, I can hear you, man. I was packaging. Let me just close this other. Let me close that one. Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
I had another window open. I was sitting here packaging some items, and then I saw you were online, and I jumped on. And congrats on the 200 subs. I'll tell you something, man. It's hard, especially as a Canadian reseller, to get people to follow you in this business. And I've been doing this a long time, and you've been watching my channel. And it's a tough gig, man. It's a tough gig, and we're not in the U.S. and we don't get the traffic like a lot of these U.S. resellers have. But I'm more than happy. Like, I know you've been following my channel. I got tons of people that follow my channel, and I know I help them every week and the best I can for them to make money. And I don't, the good thing is I don't charge one penny, and you know that, Thrift. It is
Yeah,
legit guys that, like you and I, that go out and we dig and we look for products and we try to make a buck. And that's what this is all about. And I'm not going to name a bunch of people out there that have a bunch of scams going, subscribe to this or give me $100 a month and I'll show you the hell how to sell video games or toys. Man, it's a bunch of BS. There is so much free stuff out there and you can learn. And you did it in your last video, man. You saw, you watch my videos, the mega blocks.
yeah.
You
That's
see
where I got
that?
it from. That's
And
where I
you
learned it
sold it
from.
and you made money, brother. And that is the secret of this business, looking outside the box. I picked up two things this week and
Yeah,
I'm going to put it on this weekend's video, and it's going to blow your mind what I paid and what I'm going to get it for. And it took
nice.
me 4 minutes in a Value Village to find it.
That's
There you go.
awesome. I can't
Any
wait.
questions, buddy? Hit me, man. I'm here for you.
So I guess I don't know if you heard the news too about eBay's CEO.
Yeah.
resigning. I guess, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, my account has been open since 1999. Okay.
Hmm.
And the format I'm selling on Chris's Treasure Chest almost 3 years ago,
Hmm.
uh, I sold in the past. I used to buy skids of electronics from Best Buy and Future Shop when they were around,
Oh wow.
and all that business went to some guy in Quebec that has now buying that inventory constantly. Now, if you see on Amazon and you see it yourself, and guys are drop shipping, there's a ton of returns that you can buy and resell. But thrift, it's garbage, dude. It's a bunch of junk. And
Yeah.
you see these guys online, they're getting these Gaylords 15 feet high with a bunch of stuff they're getting for
Yeah.
$200. It's junk. You're going to get more headaches with returns on trying to get that stuff to work and sell it properly, right? You have to like get back and get to your roots and sell stuff like the wrestling dolls you sold and on your
Hmm.
last video. That's
Yeah.
how you make the money in this business. You have to be different than everybody else. And remember what I always tell you: average selling $45 or more, brother. If you
Yeah.
don't, you can't make money in this business. And you're learning it. You see it. You bring your average selling price up, you work less. Well, we're not saying working less, but you're working not as hard, but you're
Yeah.
putting more money in your jeans, right? That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, no, I was focused on trying to get like hundreds and hundreds of listings where I can literally just have 100 listings, but all have quality items though, and make just as much instead of just doing a whole bunch of like cheap items for $1. Like
Exactly.
it's definitely quality over quantity. Quantity has helped me, like increase my sales.
So for you to get quality items to sell, it takes you a
Yeah,
long time to
yeah,
get them. I can go walk in a thrift store and drop $50, and it'll take me forever to sell those products because of our shipping rates in Canada.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you need, and I always tell my viewers, you need to always have an item that somebody wants to pay for shipping. Okay. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on my video coming up this weekend. I was at Value Village walking around. I found a Winnie the Pooh music box. Okay. 6.99. Looked real cool, out of the ordinary. I picked it up off the cart. The cart was just coming down.
Yeah,
I looked at it. It sells for $95 Canadian. I
wow,
paid $4.99 for it. Okay.
that's
So
amazing.
I went over to the showcase. The managers and the employees all know me. Everybody knows me in these stores. I walk in, it's they know me. I'm Chris's Treasure Chest. Okay. I walk into the showcase. I know the girl there, and she right away she starts pulling stuff off I'll buy. She knows that. And there was nothing really there. And I was ready to leave. And I did a walk around, and I picked up for $5.99 an item that sells for $300. And
Wow,
it was sitting in the electronics section, and 18 pickers that I know that go in that store walk by it because they're still looking for video games, DVDs, and a bunch of crap that everybody sells. I'm not, you know me, I'm not criticizing video games. Everybody sells them, but I'm trying to teach people to pick out of their element. You know
oh
what?
for sure.
Thrift? It was brand new in the box out of California, and you'll see it in my next video. A 4-inch solar fan for boat. For a boat.
Really,
You go on Amazon, see what this sucker sells for. You'll see it sells for $298 Canadian right now, today. The
that's
same model.
amazing.
And it was sitting on the end of a bench in the electronics section for peanuts. And I think I got 20 off. I had a coupon,
Nice. Yeah,
right?
I always carry 5 or 6 with me in the car.
Absolutely, brother. But that is the secret. And I keep telling guys, and you're starting to learn. You got to get that eye. You need to have that eye on what to pick and look beyond your element, right? And I think you've
Right.
mentioned a couple of times, but you got to start doing that. And back to your comment there, what you said, you've got to get those key items that are your average selling price is going to be above $45 and build your inventory from 5, 10, 15 to build up. Right now, I used to have 1,200 items in my store, and
Wow.
I was running like I was sell something for $10, package it, put the label on, get tape. It drove me crazy because I wasn't making any
Yeah.
money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So the one guy, have you ever watched Craigslist Hunter? Pete?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Pete is the man. If anybody out there you're watching and reselling videos,
Hmm.
Pete is the man you want to follow. He has the formula that I've brought to Canada and it's working for me.
Yeah.
He's taught me to bring your average selling price here, work. You still work, but you're working not as hard and you're not packaging as a month, but you're putting money in your jeans. I'm going to tell
Right.
you something, Thrift. This month, okay, I've been doing this for 3 years. My selling over prior year, same month at this time,
Huh.
49% increase.
That's huge.
Okay. We're not 10, we're not
Huge.
talking 5, because it's the formula that I'm putting in front of my viewers, guys like you. I'm trying to teach you. And when you do that, when you sell 3 items a night and you're making $300, would you want that every day? Can you imagine doing
Absolutely.
$300 and profit a day for 30 days?
That would be the dream. That would be the
That
dream.
that is the goal. That's
Yeah.
the goal. So drop the little crap, drop the small stuff, especially in Canada. US is a totally different game,
Oh,
right?
for I 100%. I especially in Canada, the way you need like you have to have that higher ASP because
Exactly.
I think it's not worth it for me to sell like $2 stuff
You
every now and then.
you
It's not.
can't you can't you want to sell DVDs? Sell $100 DVD.
Yeah.
Sell $100 CD. Sell $100 album. There's the margin. But if you're
Yeah.
running around doing 5.99 minus 13% selling fees. And I don't know what level you are on Canada Post. And Chit Chats is another place I don't even want to talk about because that's another. I get people sending me comments constantly on Chit Chats. And I keep telling them, you got to sell Chit Chats, you got to sell on .com. And then when you go to take your money from .com to .ca in a Canadian bank, what
Yeah.
is your check the rate that PayPal's charging you to transfer the money over, and then do your calculation on if there's any profit left in the day. Right? That's the difference. People tell me, why do you use Canada Post? Why are you going that way? Go list on .com, go transfer your money to Canadian funds at the end of the day and see what PayPal charges you conversion rate, and then come back at the end of the month and tell me how much your money you've made. I've been doing this a long time. I can get some guy in a donkey in a wagon driving over the border to Buffalo, but at the end of the day, when my money gets converted over, you got to make money in your jeans, boys, and that's the part of the game. And the thing is, for Canada Post, everybody knocks them. I've had in 3 years doing this business, I've had 2 items go missing. One, the Alberta snowstorm, the truck ended up in a ditch and the truck smashed. Things went everywhere. And the other one was a legitimate claim, and Canada Post took care of me. So I don't care what anybody says in this business. You need to have a good courier, and Canada Post has been with me since the beginning. And I swear by them. And I know Thrift, you were talking about. I've seen a couple of your videos talking about Chit Chats and this and that, but I'm not going anywhere else because if something goes missing,
Huh.
PayPal supports me, uh, eBay supports me, and Canada Post supports me, especially if I'm selling an item for $199.
No, I totally respect that. I mean, for me, I wanted to just find what options are out there for me in my end, right? So I mean, for me to like, I use chit chats regularly, specifically for outside of the Canada, because domestically I only use Canada Post. Um, Marie, just to let you know, chit chats is a it's another type of courier service that's available in Canada. It's rather than using Canada Post, which is our primary shipping company. It's another company to provide USPS shipping from Canada to the US. So it's like a pirate ship up in the US.
Exactly.
That's the equivalent.
Hmm.
So but yeah, I mean, just to add on to that, Chris, no, I totally agree with you in the sense that they're definitely reliable as it gets. I've only lost I've one, like, I think they misshipped one item out of all the items I've ever shipped. In terms of chit chats, I haven't had a problem with them either. For me, it just like I know because of my clothing specifically, that's where I'd say 50% of my uh, it used to be 80, but now it's 50% of my inventory has been clothing. So
Hmm.
a lot of the times now is I've been leaning more towards hard goods now as opposed to clothing. But the clothing allows me to have the pricing more competitive with US. But I also don't use put it in US as much either. You can convert it into Canada already. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a US. But I mean, again, just to let you know, it's something where I only use that for clothing. Really, it's not really where I do it as much for hard goods because
Now,
I know the pricing for hard goods, they can be expensive,
so at the end
regardless.
of the day, when you do your calculation after the fees,
Mhm.
shipping with chit chats, what you buy for, are you making money?
Absolutely, yeah.
You
So
are
I
making
mean,
money.
yeah, absolutely. So my my average between, like, I try to make at least net between 15 and 20 for each of my clothing. So that's my goal for whenever even if I ship out to the US after all my fees and everything, I still net between 15 and 20.
Okay. Yeah. See, just for me, 15-20% profit margin is not worth it for me anymore. When I started out like you, it was. It
Yeah,
like I started on Amazon. I sold
yeah,
books. I wasn't doing FBA,
yeah,
and I got sick and tired of going on Amazon and going, the same guy just dropped his price on a book by 4 cents.
yeah,
And I had to go and drop it 4 more cents. I didn't want to play that game.
yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
yeah, the one thing that I didn't like about Amazon is for resellers, say I bought a bunch of Disney stuff and said I put 2 grand into a skid of Disney toys and I
Mm.
went and listed on Amazon and then Disney starts scanning going, DI Sales Canada or Chris's Treasure Chest. He's not an actual distributor of this product. And then they ban me from it. And now I'm stuck with the skid and they're sending it back to me. And now they're actually charging me to receive it back.
Oh
And
wow.
you don't know until it shows up at your door.
Yeah,
And that was the problem with Amazon. Now,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw Mr. Trump the other day at the United Nations speech, and he was going right after China on how they opened up that whole market and how China actually has taking products and making cheaper versions and reselling them back to the North American market. That man is going to put he's going to close that whole business up, and he's going to put a tariff on it. So all these guys, and I'll tell you, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to give you a name. I know 2 guys your age that are doing $25 million a year on Amazon.
Mm.
Okay. I know them. I've had drinks with them. I've had dinner with them. And you know what their return rate is on $25 million? $14 million a year back from Amazon. That's their
Wow.
return rate. So
Yeah.
you can think when you watch all these videos of these guys going, I'm making 50 million, 100 million, check the return rate on the product. And what it is, they don't make it. They don't see it being made. They don't know what the quality control is. So items are going shipped. For example, Thrift, you go buy a cell phone case and you get it, and the box, it doesn't fit because
Yeah.
for some reason in China, they didn't make it right. Then
Right.
you're going to return it. You're not one, you're one of thousands of people because they can't check the quality. Okay.
Right.
And the other thing is, like, have you ever bought anything on Alibaba or any of these sites?
Yeah,
They don't.
I go there every now and then. Yeah.
Okay, so if you buy something from them, they don't charge you the duty. When it comes to your house, Canada Post is coming to your door going, you got to pay $35 on duty here, boys,
Oh, right.
before
That's
you
right.
can get
Yeah.
it. You know that.
Mhm.
I don't tell you that because when
Yeah.
you buy something, you buy 15 items and it's only $4.59 to ship it from China, right? And Trump is gonna nail that, and
Yeah.
also the Canadian government will stop that as well. They're gonna work together,
Yeah.
and Trump. And I'm not a Trump backer. I'm not. I don't love him. He's not my guy. But I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
it's gonna change that channel big time, and Amazon and them are gonna butt heads because there's billions and billions of dollars coming into the North American market from there, right?
Oh,
And one day
absolutely.
where you will meet you and I for coffee, and I'll introduce you to my two buddies that are multimillionaires, and
Yeah.
they'll tell you, you know where they sleep? They sleep on a mattress in the factory in China, 9 months a year.
I'm not surprised because I know they people a lot that do a lot of like private labeling. They go to like those factories from what I hear, and like they have to be the ones to check everything, right? I don't think they would get anyone else to do that because it's their product, right?
They
At the
can't
end of the
check it.
day.
They
Yeah.
can't. It's just the amount that's being drop shipped, right? And the global shipping program in the US, I'm going to give you an example. I just bought a brand new camera lens,
Mhm.
okay, 10 days ago from a guy in the US, and he's part of the global shipping program. So he takes it, it goes somewhere, and then eBay, just like FBA, distributes it to a bunch of carriers. It's been sitting, today's what, the 26th? It's been sitting at Canada Post in Mississauga since the 19th. Okay. I got an alert today, excuse me, saying that I have to pay duty on it. When I checked out on this guy's website, there was zero duty fees because he's part of the international program.
Mhm.
And that is where the American buyers are having. You think we have a problem? The American buyers or American sellers, sorry, are having a hell of a time on the international shipping program because duty is automatically charged on us. Okay. So the sales have been down, and that's where this eBay CEO had to
Mhm.
leave because the new board of directors were going, buddy, what are you doing? There's a lot of problems here. Okay. And they're going to find somebody, I hope shortly, to fix this up. And it's
Yeah.
very interesting. And did you talk? Did you see Rockstar Flipper's post today?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched a bit of it. Yeah.
So he is exactly spot on where they need to actually bring somebody in that has been buying and selling on eBay because this guy was out to lunch. Have you tried the new sending offers out on your phone? You tried
I
that on
have.
your watches?
Yeah. I've actually got two sales from it. To be honest.
10, 10 sales in one day.
You know what I don't get though is why didn't they release this to the Canada site a long time ago? Because this has been available to the US, like the .com, for a long time already,
It-
and because I don't get it. Like, why
you know
can't they
what it
just?
is, Thrift? It is the CEO. He is thinking backwards. Where his where he wanted to invest the money in was StubHub. StubHub is
I
the
heard
big,
about that.
yeah,
Yes.
he thinks this is his baby, but StubHub and the classified business is only 10% of what eBay does. eBay has the chance because reselling, okay, you go to a thrift store, how many guys are reselling in there walking around? You know them now. You see them, right?
Oh, yeah. There's at least ten
How
percent.
many? Okay, yeah, so you know that. They're in
Ten
there
percent.
picking
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah.
eBay could be so much bigger if they put some sort of program for us as resellers, full-time resellers, have a program and concentrate on that business, it would be massive and it would be the size of Amazon. Can you imagine if there was a global shipping program in Canada for you and me where we
Oh
just
God.
shipped our yeah, think about it. Think about it. At the rates they get. We would dominate. Like you and I we'd be doing 15, 20, $30,000 in sales a month minimum. We don't have it. That's
Yeah,
why
I
they
mean
need a new
the
CEO,
traffic would be there. Yeah,
right? Because what happens is if the global shipping program was introduced in Canada, we would be competitive not only in the US and Mexico, but we would be competitive abroad, UK,
yeah.
Italy, Germany. You try shipping something over 2 kilograms in Germany from your place?
I don't even have it checked off in my thing because I already know how expensive it is.
There you go. But if
Yeah,
they had a global shipping program where they cut deals with FedEx, UPS, Canada Post, whoever they have,
yeah,
and we could piggyback off of it, we would make they would make so much more money in Canada alone. And I think this is what they need with this CEO stepping down. Moving forward, they will find the right person, I hope, to fix this. I'm not saying eBay's broken. I make great money every month. You watch my videos. I do very well for a
yeah.
part-time picker.
Absolutely.
Okay. But I know I could quadruple the sales, quadruple if I had those tools. Right. I'll tell
Right.
you a funny story. And I've mentioned it in one of my videos. A bunch of the marketing people from Savers and Value Village from Seattle flew up uh, early. Was it earlier this year? Yeah, it was early, actually last fall, about this time, if I remember. And they came to meet me, and I met them in 3 stores, and we did a tour. And they were asking me about putting a program together with for guys like you and I reselling. So when you go to the till, before you used to go up, you give them your phone number, and then they would keep track of your sales. And when you hit so much, they give you a discount. Now you go donate, they give you a card, right?
Right.
Right? You donate stuff, they give you a card. So they
Exactly.
asked me, what would you like to see as a reseller? I said, well, why don't we register my Chris's Treasure Chest as a reseller? And every time I come in, you give me 20% off automatically. And they loved it. They thought, wow, how much more would you buy? I'd buy way more because I have every time I walk into the store, I'm getting 20% off or 30% off or whatever the number is. So the girl I was dealing with, we were communicating back and forth, and they were working on a program. And the problem was she was so stressed because their system could not adapt to the program. And then she left, and you know where she went?
Right.
The other big reselling thing now in the US on what's the I'm trying to think of the place where they sell arts and crafts on online now. It's not
Mm.
eBay. I'm sorry, I just draw a blank. It's very
Poshmark.
Poshmark. That's it. That's where she went. She
Wow.
went to go work there. And she sent me an email and said, sorry, Chris, we were close and keep in touch. And I gave her my email. But think about if not Goodwill, forget about Goodwill. Their stores are garbage. But if you think of Salvation Army, and what's the other place you run into? I see it on your videos. I've never been to one outside of,
National Thrift.
yeah. Where are they? Are they a franchise or what?
Yeah, they're a franchise. So there's one in Ajax and there's one in Scarborough. But I think there's one in near downtown as well. And there might be one up north too. But there's not many. There's like three or four.
So is it a friend? Is this like a local guy that owns them or what?
Maybe I'm not 100% sure,
Okay.
but their focus though is on clothing though. It's not as much as like you won't see as much electronics or hard goods compared to clothing over there.
Okay. So the other thing when I talked to them, I said, what happens? So when you go into Val Village or Sabres, you see the stickers are different colors, right? They
Yep.
represent the week when they list it. So if you're smart enough, you know how long an item's been out, and then you go to the manager and say, "Look, this has been out now 3 weeks. Can you cut me a deal?" And they'll cut you a deal if you know the manager.
Really?
Oh, Chris, I picked up a German, if you want to call it like a ukulele. I don't know what it was. It was in a case and
Yeah.
everything. They wanted $69. It was sitting there for 3.5 weeks. I know the manager. He gave it to me for $7.99. I
That's
sold it.
crazy.
I sold it for $89 an hour later. Okay. So if you start to watch the stickers, Here's the greatest analogy about Value Village. Okay, I walked into Value Village one day, and somebody donated a bunch of NHL sweaters that were signed. Okay,
Wow.
the manager at that location, I know him, and he is a stickler to try to make money for the company. So he put 499, 599, like crazy prices on these jerseys. And I
Yeah.
walked in and I said to him, "What are you doing, man?" They go, "That's $100 jersey." Yeah, but we're gonna make some money. I said, "Look, I'll buy them all off of you right now for $500. I think it was 5 or 6 jerseys, whatever they were. You don't have a certificate, you can't prove it's real, whatever. You know what happened to those jerseys, Thrift? In 4 weeks, they ended up going to Africa where the rest of their clothes go. And there's a bunch of African kids running around in Africa right now with jerseys that are worth $1,000 a piece
Oh my gosh.
because they don't get it. Guys like us that come in that are regular buyers, they got to cut us a deal. Okay.
That's a
So
great idea though. Like I don't it is such a good idea to because they're gonna make the sales regardless because we're looking for stuff to buy at the end of the day.
exactly, exactly. But there's certain managers, they've got an ego where they got to make as much money as they can on these stuff that's donated. I like sometimes the prices. I walked in the other day and there was a typewriter. Was it a Clark typewriter? It's probably worth what they listed it for. They wanted $240 for the thing. And I said, guys, I can't buy this and flip it. Who's going to buy this thing? And it ended up going to the dump, right?
That's so
So,
sad.
so the other key thing is go to your go to the stores you always go to. Get yourself some business cards made up. I have a bunch of them now, and they've helped me now for the past 6 months. I hand them out to the managers. I show them my eBay channel or some my YouTube channel. I talk to them. I tell them what I do. And when I walk in, now you know what they're doing, Chris. I got this in the back. I got this. I got this. I got this. You interested? They give me first dibs on it. And now I'm even getting texts from them saying, "I just got this. You interested? Come see me." So you got to build that relationship. And then you know what the secret is to Thrift? Every 2, 3 months, a couple of Tim Horton cards, bring them down. Here you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Goes a long way. 10, $15, $20 cards. And that brings that world a little closer to you and they prefer you over everybody else. Right?
Yeah, and I'm sure the return that you get in like out of all those
Mhm.
items, I mean, it definitely pays for itself. So
Uh,
that's
in my
amazing.
in my videos, I don't show you everything I get. I show you only some things.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, I can't show you everything. So, and I know you do your bolos, whatever, but you some things you got to keep to yourself because I have a thing right now, and I'll because you follow me and we talk, I'll fill you in on the side.
Yeah,
I've found a secret to something
yeah.
where you buy stuff for $2.99 and you sell it for $100 all day long on eBay, all day long. And
And it and it,
I've been doing it the last 3 weeks, and the money's coming in. And it is something that you see every day when you walk in to Value Village or any thrift store. It's sitting there rotting in the corner, and people walk
uh,
right by it.
that's amazing.
Yep.
No, to be honest, like I have a couple of things too. Um, they're more replenishables, I'd say,
Mhm.
and those are the things that I actually keep to myself.
Right.
But like I other than that, I do like sharing like those types of things that like every now and then, like the wrestlers and stuff, because they're fun too. Like they're
Absolutely. Yeah, sure
yeah
they are. Yeah. You know what? You gotta help. I love helping people.
yeah
I got two guys right now. They just started reselling. Um, the last maybe 3.5 weeks, and one's in Alberta and one's in actually Quebec. And we've exchanged numbers, and I've been talking to him. And I'll tell you, I got one guy right now. He's been doing it, and he just did $3,500, and the guy in Quebec just did $4,500 this month, following
wow
what I've taught them. And they told me one's a single father and one is unemployed. And the single father said to me, Chris, you saved my car from getting repossessed. You saved my credit card from being removed from me. And just that extra money that you've taught me has changed my life. And the guy in Quebec, same thing. He was paying money for his daughter's university, and the extra money helped him put money to pay for her bills and her books, whatever. And you know what I said to both of them? I said, guys, you know what? It touches my heart, and that's why I do this. I don't want a penny back. I'm not looking for a penny back. I just want, if you could think about it, if you could sell and make $200 a month, Thrift, extra in your life, okay?
Huh?
That's $1,600 in your pocket. That changes a lot of people's lives, right? And it
Yeah,
changed these two guys' lives, and they're out picking and listing, and they appreciated me 100%. And I told them I want nothing back. And that is what I love doing about this business.
that's
I'm not
amazing.
trying to hide anything. I want to help people, right? I want them to learn from me. I'm fortunate. I've got a corporate job, right? I make good money on my position. I can retire in 3 years and a full pension, and I want to do YouTube, and I want to keep selling on eBay. Help guys like you. I want to help people. I want to help people, and I want my channel to grow, and it is starting to grow finally now after 3 years.
Yeah,
But I'm not, like I said, I'm not asking for anything back. But when I hear stories like those two individuals where I've helped them, I wake up in the morning smiling. You get it? I'm smiling. I'm happy, right? And
yeah.
that's what it's all about.
No, it's amazing to hear that. I mean, I can only aspire to get to that level, but I mean, I'm still at the point right now where I'm still learning just as much too. But I mean, especially from you too, I'm learning a lot from you, and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no, man. If I can help, like learning, uh, you're gonna go in my last video on scammers. I don't know if you saw it. I've got more stories, but that curve goes like this. It's up and down and dealing with eBay and dealing with scammers. And you start to think in your head, when you buy something, you hold it in your hand, oh man, am I going to make money off this thing? And that's why I make that comment about the flight stick that you bought. Remember, I left a message for you on the flight stick. Make sure it works. Make
Right,
sure you should. Yeah. And that is where scammers like to look at stuff like that. They'll troll and they'll look at you and they see you're a new seller and go, oh, I'm going to try to nail this thrift guy. So you got to cover, take the serial numbers, take all the photos, take imperfections in the product, make sure it works because somebody's going to get it, Thrift, and then you're gonna come back to you and saying it doesn't work, and then you got a problem, dude.
right.
So
No, it's great points.
yeah, so. Hey, any more questions, buddy? Because I'm gonna have to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. I know you. I want to hook up with you, but if you got anything that I don't know, I can't see if you've got any viewers. I don't know if you have any online right now in front of
Uh,
you.
right now, I believe there's a couple right now,
Okay.
but I know Marie mentioned good info, but I need to go now. Thank you both.
Hmm.
Congrats again on your subs. No, thanks so much for being here. I'm glad you got uh, to see all of the knowledge that was being shared in the video. Um, but I guess right now it's more of a I want to do this again, Chris.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to I just at least be more prepared
No
because I
problem,
wasn't
man.
expecting. Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we like I know you sent me a message. Why don't we do something like late on a week or like 8 o'clock on a weekend? I don't know if that works for you. I don't know if you're working or not, but weekends work better for me.
Mhm,
Let's pick a time.
mhm.
You can advertise it. I'll help you out. I'll kind of promote it a little bit, and let's do something. Get some questions, and we'll go through it again. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds awesome. I'll message you and
Okay.
hopefully we can get something really soon because it's great just talking eBay about reselling and just sharing the knowledge. It's a great thing.
And let me know when you're around. Maybe we can hook up and we go picking together one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm probably about an hour and a half away from you, so it's
Yeah,
not
no,
too far.
I'll come
Yeah,
out and see you, man. We'll meet halfway. I know a couple of thrift stores in the middle of town. We can meet.
nice.
All right.
Yeah, all right, deal. You're on.
Okay, buddy. I got to roll. I got to go to bed. Good to talking to you. Thanks for inviting me in. And anybody that watching, hey, please, if you ever need any info, come to my channel. Thrift knows me, and I'm more than happy to help anybody out there. So,
Yeah, no, thanks so much. I'll leave a link for Chris's channel in the description. So if you guys end up watching this video, and you can definitely sub to Chris. Again, he's pretty much the original person I started watching just to get into eBay Canada specifically, and just understanding the whole process and the shipping and all that. He's provided so many tips that I can only do as much as he can, and just provide as much as I can when you have questions for me. So again, I appreciate so much for you to come by, and it's an honor to actually talk to you finally.
okay, buddy. Have a good night. We'll talk. Okay.
All
See ya.
right, you too. Take care,
Take
Chris.
care. Ciao.
All
Bye.
right, bye. All right, guys, that that was so amazing. I didn't expect it to happen that way. Um, again, that was Chris from Chris's Treasure Chest. He's an OG. He's the original. So if you're ever looking to learn more about Canada and shipping and reselling as well, he's a great source in terms of trying to learn more things too. So again. It's something where I learn too, and hopefully you're learning from the things that I can as like just provide to you as much as he does too. Anyways, that's pretty much it though. Again, this Thursday, not tomorrow, but the next Thursday, I'll be I'll be posting up my 200 subscriber giveaway, and hopefully you can be there and you can win something. Again, it's nothing big or anything, but again, it's the best that I can do, and hopefully you can just come and say hi if anything. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully my voice will be a lot better by then. And yeah, anyways, thanks again. This is Thrift PCQ signing out, guys. Take care.